So I just started the recording. I'm just sharing my screen. Yeah. Okay. So guys, welcome to Surat MuleSoft Meetup 58. And the topic for today's meetup is MuleSoft integration with the Chat GPT and the WhatsApp. And the speaker for today's meetup is Shubham Chaurasia. Okay. Let me start with a safe harbor statement. Both speaker and host organizing this meetup in the individual capacity. We are not representing any companies here. This presentation is strictly for learning purpose. We are not holding any responsibility whether the solution will work for your business requirement or for your use case. The the presentation is not meant for any promotional activities. Housekeeping, definitely we will going to upload the recording on the event page within 24 hours. So you can go to the event page and you can find the recording and the presentation. You can ask the question at any time. You can use the chat window. You can directly ask the question as we have enabled the mic for everyone. Try to make session more interactive as possible. Give us feedback. Okay. And like at the end of the session, please provide the feedback, right? And because feedback is very important for the speaker as well as for the organizer. We will just skip our introduction, like me myself and Nitish is just handling this Surat MuleSoft meetup group. And Subham, like you can share your screen and you can take the session from here. I will just go on mute. Okay, I will stop sharing. Subham, are you there?
Yes, yes, I'll share my screen. All right, let me know like when it's visible. All right. Hmm.
Yeah, and
When it's
if you
visible.
are like Subham is a MuleSoft ambassador, the youngest MuleSoft ambassador, right? So yeah,
I
so
will
I think
say
today,
not
yeah.
the youngest, the second youngest.
Okay, who is the first then?
I think the recently, like in the recent code, there is someone like one girl from outside. I mean, outside India, so she's the youngest.
Okay, okay, no problem. Yeah, thanks. So thanks Subham for taking opportunity to speak in the Surat MuleSoft meetup. And now you can start. Like I will just go on mute.
Sure. So let me know like when it's visible.
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Yeah. So let me take it forward. So our today's agenda is I will talk through like about WhatsApp ChatGPT API. So and the ChatGPT connector. So like mainly today I will be creating one use case because I have gone through this like you integration of ChatGPT API and WhatsApp API. So I will just quickly go over give 10 minutes introduction of how you can just integrate with ChatGPT API and connector, and how you can integrate MuleSoft with WhatsApp API. Then mainly we will be looking at how we can integrate ChatGPT and WhatsApp. So this use case will be like creating a creating a chatbot, okay, on our WhatsApp only. So we'll be able to basically ask questions directly on WhatsApp. In so see this today the scenarios, like if you want to use ChatGPT, right, you need to go to like your browser, and then um, enter that URL chat dot openai chat.com. So and then again give your credentials, and then you can ask the questions, right? So this is kind of a little bit tricky if you want to keep doing it again and again, right? So it's a hefty task, right? But if you can just ask your question directly in your WhatsApp chat, wouldn't that be cool, right? So it will be easier, right? You don't have to do anything. You just you normally we use WhatsApp for everything, right? And sometimes we are chatting and we want to look to a particular look, and we want to look for a particular information, right? And if we suppose we want to ask that to ChatGPT, so we can do that indirectly on our chat, okay? We can directly ask in our WhatsApp only, and we will quickly get that response, okay? So it will be cool, okay? So let's quickly go over some fundamentals like about ChatGPT and WhatsApp. So see, ChatGPT everyone have used, and we know about it that it's a language natural language processing model. So recently, I mean, it's developed by OpenAI, and it's been recently made public in November. Okay, so it has been there for a very long time, but it has been recently made public. So people have started using it a lot more. Okay, and basically it has been trained on massive amount of text data uh, to generate human like responses. Okay, so whatever input we give it, it generates responses from the data it has been trained on. Okay, and also it improves like as the information is getting passed to it. Okay, and it is able to generate responses that are in context with what we are asking, okay, with our conversation. All right, and it can do a lot of tasks like it can do language translation, text summarization, sentiment analysis. So it can also generate images. Okay, it can convert audio into text. So these are some of the features that we get with ChatGPT. Okay, and it's improving. So again, now let's there are two versions of ChatGPT available, like ChatGPT normal, that is free version, or and ChatGPT plus, which is a paid version. So you can see the differences as quickly in the images that if we are using free plan, sometimes ChatGPT may not be available, like it will not give the a response, or it may be down. Okay, so it's available only when the demand is low, and sometimes you may get like it's down or kind of that response. Okay, but with ChatGPT plus it will always be available even when the demand is high, and it has a faster response speed. And whatever features recently came up, it you can quickly try out that features, because it will be available on only on ChatGPT plus. It will not be available on free plan. For example, if you want to access to the most recent version of ChatGPT, that is 4, you need to have a ChatGPT plus version. You cannot get that in free plan. Okay, so there are many features that has been that came up with ChatGPT 4, like it has been trained on more larger data. Okay, and more recent data. Okay, because if you ask chat gpt 3.5, it will not be able to give the recent information. Okay, because it has been trained on the data that is up to, I think, 2021 only, at the end of the year of 2021. Okay, so if you want more recent data, more faster response, you need to use ChatGPT plus. So it has, because it has accessibility to GPT-4 version. Okay, now let's talk about some of the limitations of ChatGPT. So again, it's a large and complex model, so it requires resource intensive. Okay, so that's why free version has some limitations, because it is resource intensive, right? So they don't want to keep all their resources to the free version only. Okay, and it may not be able to provide accurate answers to some of the questions. Okay, because it learns from the data it has been trained on. Okay, and again, it is limited by the quality and quantity of the data it has been trained on. Okay, so whatever the data it has been trained on, it will be able to generate responses based on that only. And yeah, that's some of the limitations. Okay, now we know, like let me quickly go over like how we can use chat gpt. This screen, you have already used this, right? So if we want to ask question to chat gpt, we have to go to chat.openai.com, right? So here you can see the chat gpt, and you can ask whatever questions you like from here. Okay, now let's come back on how we can see. This is ui based, right? Ui based, and you have to type questions here. So if you want to create an API using this and which we want to use to chat gpt. Okay, so how we can do that? We have chat gpt API available. Okay, so recently they have OpenAI have released chat gpt API, so we can call these functionalities of ChatGPT with our with API calls. Okay, so before we look into ChatGPT API, there are some key terms related to ChatGPT. So these are these terms like chat. We can do chat. We can ask questions. Okay, the API will return responses based on those questions. Images. We can um, basically ask ChatGPT to create some images based on some input. I mean, ChatGPT can create those as well. It can convert audio into text. Okay, so these are some of the features that are available with ChatGPT API. There's few more. Okay, so we can see that in the API documentation of ChatGPT. And if, I mean, OpenAI API uses API keys for authentication. So if we want to use ChatGPT API, we we need to have an API key. Okay, so let me show you like how you can generate this API key for your use case. Okay, if you want to use ChatGPT API, so quickly you have to go to platform platform.openai.com. Okay, so you have to log in here. Okay, so I have already logged in. Now I mean, you if you haven't created an account, you need to create an account. Okay, you can see there are some of the features that they release. You can you if you want to try out, you can join this wait list. Okay, so recently you can also join for the GPT-4 wait list as well if you want to try out. So there is a wait list. Anyway, so let's see how we can get our API key to use with ChatGPT API. Okay, so here you can see you can create a secret key here by clicking on it, and it will generate an API key. Okay, let me do that. Let's say Meetup. Okay, create secret key. So you, as you can see, you won't be able to view it again. So copy it and place it, save it somewhere, because you will not be able to check it back again. Okay, you won't be able to view it again. Done. Okay, and you can delete these some of the previous keys, and you can define different keys for different environments like dev, prod, UAT, QA, etc. Based on your use case. Okay, so now we have the secret key. Okay, so now how do we call ChatGPT API? So if you go to documentation or API reference, okay, let's say we want to use this feature. You can see that these are the features, some of the features available with ChatGPT API, like chat, images, audio, files, fine tunes. All right, so we just quickly understand like how we can chat. Okay, I mean, we can ask questions. Okay, so the model will return a response. So you can see that this is the URL we need to call slash chat completions. Okay, slash chat slash completions, and the host is this. Okay, content type you have to pass application slash JSON. It will be a post request, and this is the body. Okay, and in the for authorization you need to pass bearer token. Okay, token will be the API key when generated. All right, so let me go over and quickly show you. I have it. Let me see if I have it. Okay, anyways, so I will show you using Postman. Okay, so you can see basically I have configured all these credentials. Okay, the host and the authorization in the request connector. Okay, so let me show that. Okay, ChatGPT floor friends. Okay, you can see. Okay, here I have basically I have deployed one application that is using the chat GPT API. Okay, maybe I can show you that. Let me import that application. Okay, uh, so we will directly see the code. Okay, for that. Okay, you can see the request config I have used. Okay, and provided this protocol HTTPS, because we are calling. Let me go over. You can see the protocol is HTTPS, so we have defined that. Okay, let me open that notepad. All right, so host, you can see I have put openapi.com, and then in the URL, in the path we have put the chat. Okay, so this is all, and authorization in the header section we have to pass authorization as key and the key value. Okay, all right, so this is all we have to do, and then we can call this endpoint and pass this input. Okay, whatever the body is required, you can see in the API. Okay, that we have to pass message model and then messages. Okay, so model we have passed GT 3.5 turbo. So in case in future when we have this model change. Okay, let's see, let's wait. I mean, if 4 is available, GPT-4, then you can update it this model. Okay, now messages in here you have to pass a role. So there are 3 roles available. Okay, there is a user, and there are 2 more. So I will check that out as well. And in the content you have to pass this question, okay, whatever question you want to ask. Okay, so if you will ask, send this request, so you can see it responded with the uh, correct response. Okay, like who is Elon, even though I haven't like ask the full question like who is Elon Musk, it knows the context like who I'm asking about. Okay, so that's how chat gpt is, and you can see that we got the response. Okay, so that's all about this chat gpt api. You can basically try out the other apis endpoints like images and the other ones audio into text. Okay, now coming back to the other thing, like as I
Uh,
mentioned that, yes.
yeah, Shubham, like we can even generate the data wave code also, right?
Right. Yes, we can
With
do that
ChatGPT.
as well. Okay. Yeah, with ChatGPT is very smart, so you can do
Can,
all of those things.
can you
Yes,
can you
please go ahead.
can you pass one question like that? Can you pass one question like can you generate a data wave code for concatenate two strings?
Yeah, sure, sure. Can you write a data view code for let's say concatenation of two strings, right?
Yeah.
Strings. See, the output is in this way, like hello plus plus word. This code this code will output the concatenated string. Okay, so yeah, basically it shows like the plus plus operator is used to concatenate the two strings, and it just gave an example. Okay, if we pass like our input, we can do that as well. Like here's the input, can you write the data we code for this output? It can do that as well. So um, I'll show that in our chat gpt bot when we will be doing that. Okay, so it will help. So in case suppose we are doing anything and someone asks us a question, and right, we are chatting with someone, you can just copy paste that in our WhatsApp chatbot and it will basically give you the answer. You can copy paste that in your from that WhatsApp only and pass that response to that particular user as well. Okay, which who asked the question. So all right, so that's uh, that's all about this. Yeah, so basically coming back to chat gpt, let's go back here. Now you can see that chat gpt, we are able to do integration with chat gpt api, right? So again, since api is available, we can anyways create our custom connector leveraging this chat gpt api. Okay, so we can create our own custom connector as well. Basically, one one person has created this chat gpt connector. So if you want to use that, there are few steps you need to follow to basically import this chat gpt connector into your project. Okay, so I have let me see, I have this connector available with me. So you can see this is the connector, openai connector, and these are all the those services like chat service, completion service, and embeddings an image file and image url. Okay, so you can either use this connector which is already available um, to basically call these ChatGPT API requests, or you can create your own custom connector as well. Okay, let me delete this screen. All right, so you can there are few steps that you need to follow. There is a documentation I have wrote. Okay, so you can follow that. Let me give you the link for that. Okay, follow this link. Okay, I mean, I will not be going over through this. There's a lot of steps involved. Okay, so if you want to integrate with openai connector, you can do these only steps, and the connector will be available in your palette. Okay, and you can then just import and do the request. Okay, so there is a for authentication here, again you need to provide your api key. Okay, so that this you can do. Let me share with the link here. All right, so this is all about chat gpt. Now let's come back to WhatsApp. Okay, any questions related to this if you want to ask? Let me see if any if,
Hey Shubham, I have a question.
Yes,
So
sure.
can you tell me what are the type of use cases where this integration can be implemented?
Yeah, sure. So I mean, there is all about it is all about imagination. You can use ChatGPT for. For example, one of the use case I have created, right? This is a WhatsApp chatbot. So I'll be showing that in the demo. So this is what I thought. Okay, of creating. You can think of different use cases. For example, suppose in your organization you want to create some knowledge article website, right? So there you can make use of this ChatGPT API. So whatever information you need to provide for your users, you can basically when they will ask in the knowledge hub, or I mean in this knowledge articles, you basically ChatGPT will call that and will provide the response, okay, there. So it's all about imagination. There are different use cases that can leverage this ChatGPT service, okay, APIs and connectors.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
Yeah. Anuj Garg, you mentioned like
Uh,
many of times it is
Swam, like the chat GPT also can be used for doing the code generations, right?
right.
Maybe code documentation, code documentation basically can be used for debugging also, right? There are multiple place where we can use that, right? But right
Yes.
now the chat GPT doesn't generate MuleSoft code. It only generates data view code, right? Right now.
Right. Right. I have not tried.
I think it can write RAML also. I've tried once,
Okay.
Yes.
but
So
like it is not accurate every time. Like I give it some input and output for database. It doesn't give accurate code sometimes. So it works
Yeah.
with basic codes
See,
only.
Anuj, it will learn, right? So as soon as
Yeah.
like it start getting more and more input, right? The model will get trained, and like in the future, it will definitely start giving the like proper or accurate response. But not
Yes.
right
Yes. I
now, like
agree.
right now, not many people might be using for the MuleSoft code generation or RAML code generation or data web code generation, right? Maybe in future through a model will get more train and you will get an accurate response maybe.
Yes. Yes. Right.
yeah, right, Jackie. 100% it will be available. So as soon as it gets stable, we will start using it. Organizations will start using it. So as it is now, it is very new, right? It has been recently released to the public only. It's been 5 months, right? So to a product get stable, it will require a lot more years, right? So it will take time to get stable, and as soon as it gets stable, it organizations will start definitely using it. Yeah. So that's all about this. Anyone need to ask questions about this ChatGPT? So otherwise, I will move forward to WhatsApp integration quickly.
Shubham, uh, hi Shubham, one question from my side. So
Yes.
ChatGPT learns from the data provided over the internet, right? There is no other way, or like,
No, it doesn't surf the internet. So basically, OpenAI has trained his model based on some data they provided. Okay, it's not like it is learning regularly from the internet. Like suppose if you ask the question about 2 3 days back, like whatever information you will ask, it will not be able to answer that because it has been trained on a particular set of data only. I mean, particular, it is not particular like it is very small. It is very large data. Okay, but it is not like currently surfing the internet and just learning from it, okay.
so how is the new data being inserted? Like, why I'm asking this question is that you just give an example that organizations might be using or may use in future, right?
Yes, sure.
But
See,
what if
I
organization makes the
yeah,
data private, right, and they don't expose it to internet? Will it still be able to help it out? That like I'm not very familiar with ChatGPT, so that's why I asked this
yeah,
question.
sure. So basically whatever data it will be getting trained on, so maybe OpenAI, so OpenAI has basically created this chat GPT, right? So they whatever data they have hands on, okay. So if the organizations provide their private data to them to get trained on, okay, for ChatGPT to get trained on, it will be able to answer those. But if it will not be, then obviously it will not be able to provide those responses, okay.
Right, right.
So
So we
it's all
need to
about,
provide data, right? Because otherwise
yes,
ChatGPT
correct.
will not be able to model it.
Yes, yes, correct.
If I answer this question, like it is trained on internet data, but it does not provide the real time data. I think I was reading about it, and I think in future they will bring this functionality, like even real time information. It will provide, but right now it is not available. Like it is trained on the internet data, It was trained on internet data and the information, but not the recent one.
Yeah, exactly. It is not getting trained on
Yes.
like real time data.
Yeah.
So
So what I've observed is it was trained on the like huge corpus of text data from the internet, and it has been trained until September 2021. So whenever like even if we query for some MuleSoft questions, uh, it tries to get the answer in the Mule 3 only, not in the Mule 4 version. So because it has the data until September 2021.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I have a question, Shubham. I think in Chat GPT 4, we can pass the images, right?
Right.
So how can we do it in API? Like in this API also provide that functionality, right?
See, I mean, ChatGPT 4 has not been made public. Okay, I think API is also not available for 4 version. I am not sure because see, it's not available in public. So I don't know how we can call that service where we can pass images and as well. Okay, maybe they will create. Definitely, they will create an API for that as well to use that feature where we can pass images, ask questions about that image. Right. So that is the feature that is available only yet in I mean available only in ChatGPT 4 version. Okay, does that answer your question?
Yes, yes. Okay.
So yeah, now let's move to WhatsApp integration. Okay, so I'll quickly, okay, I'll stop share screen, sharing screen back. All right, so let me quickly go over to some of the like information about WhatsApp cloud API. Okay, I mean, so again here what so here basically I'm telling you about WhatsApp cloud API because I have integrated with WhatsApp to make chat GPT available in our WhatsApp. Okay, so again WhatsApp cloud API has been recently released last year on May. Okay, I mean it has been made public. So earlier we used to if we want to use the WhatsApp service, we have to go to third party vendors like Twilio, or there were some others like Wati. So these third party vendors we have to ask to create our account, and then we will be able to WhatsApp use the cloud service. Okay, but now they release this API, and even small businesses can use this. Otherwise only previously large size enterprises were only able to purchase those subscriptions from those third party vendors, right? So now see, you can see the WhatsApp cloud API is the cloud version of WhatsApp business API. So earlier we have this business API which these third party vendors were used to provide. Okay, now we can customize our experiences and respond to customers quickly. So this is the some of the use cases that we can use with WhatsApp integration. Like we can send messages to the user. So you have seen like those promotional services messaging you on WhatsApp, right? So they are using WhatsApp for basically customizing their experience. Like you can get sometimes OTP in WhatsApp, right? And order delivery. So for example, if you're in Domino's or Pizza Hut, they when they deliver, when your order is about to get ready, you will get a WhatsApp notification, WhatsApp message, right, in your WhatsApp. So these are some of the use cases that you do with WhatsApp cloud API integration. Okay, now it's quick and easy because we can quickly get instant approval with our to use the cloud API from Facebook. Otherwise earlier what used to happen, like we have to go to these third party vendors, and it takes a lot of time to do that. Okay, so now, so what's a cloud API? So it allows small and medium businesses to communicate with their customers at scale. Okay, and it can connect thousands of customers. So you can basically reach out to thousands of customers. Okay, through this WhatsApp. Okay, because I mean there are huge number of users that use WhatsApp. Okay, rather than I mean aside from other services. Okay, and again you can integrate API with numerous backend systems such as CRM and marketing platforms. So you can do that, like suppose you if you're using a CRM service like Salesforce, and you're using it for some B2B service, and suppose there is a uh, order notification you want to pass to your business users, right? So you can just do this WhatsApp integration and provide that order or delivery information in their WhatsApp only. Okay, so you can do that, you can integrate that. And businesses looking to use the API have two hosting options, on premises and cloud API. So we are using the cloud API version, right? Let's not go through the differences as of now. And yeah, so let's quickly get started, and then we will talk about some pros and cons. Okay, now how you will start with WhatsApp cloud. Okay, so you have to go to developers.facebook.com. Okay, first let me do that in incognito. Okay, right. So it will, so here you will need to create an account. Okay, and again let me log in because I've already created mine. Okay, the password is wrong. Anyways, I think I forgot the password. I'll log in here only, facebook.com. Yeah, so basically when you will log in you will land on this page, so you have to go to my apps. Okay, here you can do yeah, so you have to create an app. Okay, so just give it a name of your requirement. Okay, so there are a lot of businesses available. Okay, now you can create a business. Okay, so after creating an app, so let's go to the app. It will available here. Okay, it will come here, whatever app you have created. Now you can see that with your app you can integrate these of the services like Instagram graph API is available, messenger service. Okay, but we are using WhatsApp. Okay, so we'll go to here, integrate with WhatsApp. Okay, settings. Now you can see you will land on this page and you want to start using the API. Okay, so you'll click on get started, start using the API. Okay, so what it will do, it will yeah, it will basically create an see um, a temporary access token you for you. Okay, you can create a permanent token, so that you can do as well. There is a link available here to do that. Okay, you can create a permanent token, so you don't have to update this token again and again. Now what you need to do, you will call this API. Okay, this is the URL host and endpoint like slash messages to send the message to WhatsApp. Okay, and again there is this bearer token. You have to pass in headers. Okay, so this token, you it is basically this token only, the temporary access token that we saw here only. Okay, now again there are step involved here, like step one is select phone number. So from which phone number you want to send the user message to. So you can put your number that you if you are sending someone message, you want this particular user to him to that this user has sent this message, so it will be this message from, right? It could be a like test number available, or you can enter your own number as well. Okay, now two, you will enter like which phone number you want to send the message to. Okay, again this is a free version we are using. Okay, like a trial kind of thing. If you want to use it for your business use case, so you have to basically purchase this service. Okay, and then you can send to any number of users. Okay, messages here you can only add five numbers. Okay, to if you want to send to many, you have to purchase this service. Here you can only send five to five. Okay, now because it's a kind of a just a free service we are trying to test out. Okay, then you will have to send this request, and this is the body. Okay, so I will just show it in Postman. Already I have it. Okay, let's see. Facebook. Okay, I will show that here only. Let's see if is that WhatsApp. This changed. Let me see. ChatGPT WhatsApp text message. Okay, so this is not the one. Okay, I will show that in the documentation I have. Okay, so I have created a blog again for this WhatsApp integration, so you can check that out. So I'll show you the body. Basically, I want to show. So yeah, in the authorizations, in the request column, you have to go to header section and edit inline and pass this header. Okay, with bearer token, and this is the configuration you have to do. Again, it will be a post request and host. I mean, protocol. You will select HTTPS. This host you will provide, and the path it will be. See, the version is updated to 16.0 when I did. So basically, they are updating the version. So again, now this replace this value with your phone number ID. So you can see. This will be the phone number ID, okay, which you have to replace here. Okay, so again, slash message is endpoint we are using to send messages, and yeah, so this is the body you have to pass. Okay, you can see the messaging product is WhatsApp 2. So basically whatever number we want to send message to, okay, here you will pass that. Again, you can make it dynamic based on some input from third party systems, data from third party, okay, or CRM anyway. And type, here we are using template. Okay, again, you can pass. Here we will be using there are templates available. Okay, so let me show you what are templates. So you may have seen a few kind of template based messages, okay, on this from these like dominoes, right? So you have already seen like let me show you. Okay, I have to show it in another screen. Okay, so I have to share screen. WhatsApp. So you can see these are the template messages. Okay, you can see that this is the template message. Okay, let me show you more. You can see these are all the template messages, and these are the dynamic values. So if you want to create something like this, you have to use so basically you have to use this template. Okay, WhatsApp templates. So you can create messages based on that. Let me come back to my. I'll show you how you will create this template. Okay, give me a second. Yeah, so let me come back here to the templates option. Okay, so you can see that to create your own message template, this is the here we are using a normal template, right? The template hello world. Okay, we are using just to send a hello message. Okay, but in the real scenarios we'll be creating a different types of messages based on our business requirements, right? So here you can create your own message templates. Okay, you can see like a meetup template. I'll show you this. You can see that I have passed the body like order particular number. So this will be dynamic information that you can pass from other parties. You can take it input, okay, and it is ready to pick up. Okay, so this will show like this way. Order 101 is ready to pick up. Okay, and thanks for choosing our service. Order details. So you can also pass even a link like to see all the order details, etc., right? So this way you can create templates. You can even pass PDF like your order invoice, right? By like using this media option and then passing images, videos, document, location. So if you are like a hotel service, you can share your location, okay, using this header option. You, if you are passing the invoice, order details invoice, you can use a document service, you can use image, videos. All these options are available, and it is all for you to customize, okay, the way you like. And the dynamic information, you can see the URL that it is getting referred to, like right. So even in the order details there will be dynamic details, right? Order number 121. So you can do that in the URL as well. Okay, here you can see that visit website and the dynamic URL type dynamic. So you can just enter that information. Okay, you can create it dynamic. Now let's come back. So this is the way you will create this template, and whatever the template name is there, you need to pass that information into that API. Okay, let let's come back here, and you will change this template name to that particular template name which you created, and the body you will have to pass based on this responses. Okay, like you will need to pass this order number, okay, and url, whatever order, I mean the order details here. So in the order details you have to pass that order number again in the url as well. So you can pass that um, things from input, okay, from here only. Let me show that in here only, like let me go. Okay, so yeah, you can basically pass that input in the body, okay, in here in the body you will pass that all those inputs, okay. Now let's get back to the ppt, okay. So let's maximize this. So these are the prawns, like we can do things with WhatsApp Cloud API, like we can broadcast to unlimited number of users, okay. And give me a second. All right, so let me hide this. Yeah, so you can use WhatsApp businesses on multiple devices, and or you can automate notifications. Basically, when we will be doing the integration, you are automating things, right? So whenever order is at this particular stage, you can fire a WhatsApp notification, right? So you can automate that, install WhatsApp chatbot. So this is you can all do that as well. You can create your own chatbots for your business, right? You can do that in, you can get verified green tick on WhatsApp. So basically when you will buy that WhatsApp API service, right, to use it for your production use cases, you can get that green tick, okay. So let me see if I have that available. Some of the businesses have those green ticks, right? Yeah, I will show you when I will be showing WhatsApp, okay. That there is a green tick to verify that, yeah, this is the verified organization you are getting the message from, right? So in case you don't get scammed, you have to look for this green tick, okay. um, so the user trust you, okay, that this business is sending the correct messages. Then send messages with clickable button. So right, I show you with like order details, so those are clickable buttons you can create, okay. um, so some of the cons, like let's see. Yeah, so basically you can say that business service providers services enhance a customer experience on the WhatsApp chatbot, which are not available through WhatsApp Cloud API. So basically it says like when there used to be when we were going through third party, right, so those were called business service providers. They have a lot more information available, so they can create more customizable experiences based on their data, okay, right. But WhatsApp Cloud API, this is more kind of personalized, okay, right. And yeah, so it was you can have a dashboard with those third party providers, business service providers. You can get an AI powered FAQ, okay. So because it has all the data from their past experiences, from their past businesses, so they have all this, okay. But with WhatsApp Cloud API, don't get this. Now coming back to message template, so what I showed you are like message templates you can create, okay. So these are some of the templates you can create: text based, media based like image, text, what I showed you, location, documents, etc., video. And interactive message templates include interactive buttons like call to action, quick reply. So you can see call to action we were using by you can with this allows you to your customer to call a phone number and visit a website. So basically we were using this visit a website option. You can also provide call a phone number. For example, you are using some service and you want the user to quickly, without entering the phone number, just they will click that button, and basically they will land on that phone page, okay. And with that number, they don't have to type that number, okay. With this you can do that. And quick reply, for example, yes and no, right? So you present your uh, customer with some piece of information, like do you want to proceed with yes or no. Instead of user typing incorrect options like yes, they will type true, false. You can just provide them buttons, right? Yes or no. You may have seen those buttons, right, in WhatsApp. So those you can create as well with these template option. Okay, now, so some of these use cases you can do with WhatsApp. So I will not go through these because I have already told you, like, you can do a lot of things. Okay, so before I tell you about webhooks, I will quickly show you this send message service. Okay, like how you can send messages. So let me go over here. Okay, so again, I have deployed this application. Okay, so again, it is simple. Like I have created a request. Let me show you. I have it. Okay, WhatsApp. Yeah, so you can see I'm using this send message flow, and basically where I will call it on slash. Okay, now for request for calling this message service, I have configured this URL. Okay, slash messages post. It will be a post request, and in the header I have basically specified this token. Okay, now I will send this request. Okay, I have deployed this application on Cloud Hub, so I'll just send this request to this URL. Okay, so it's a slash, right? Let me send this request. Copy this somewhere. Okay, I'll just send a text message. Here we are sending. See, here we are not using a template. Here we are using a simple send message service. This you can also do. Let me show you that as well. Okay, I think. You have two options. Either you can use a template to send messages, or you can use a simple so these templates are called business initiated messages. Okay, when you are sending simple message, it is a user initiated message. Okay, so let me show that. Where is the URL? Okay, yeah, here you can see these are the some of these messages you can send. It's like text messages, reaction, media, location, contact. Okay, so we are sending text message. You can see the URL is same, but we the body is like kind of different. That messaging product, WhatsApp, recipient type individual, type we are sending text instead of template, right? And the text we want to send. So let's come back to the request and copy paste this. Let me send this. Yeah, so I'll show you like in my WhatsApp. Stop sharing. Okay, come back here. Yeah, you can see basically we have got this chat GPT because we have passed that in body, right? So we got that. Okay, just one more thing I will show before telling you about webhooks. Okay, share screen. What's that? Yeah, so basically you can see that blue green tick I'm talking about. You can see these ticks. Okay, and buttons like yes or no. If I will select this yes, it will basically use this yes. Okay, and if I use, these are the visit website links. Okay, if I click on this, it will redirect me to a website. So these are the templates you can create with WhatsApp templates. Okay, what I showed you. All right, so you can see enter your name. So you can build a logic with this, like a use case, like if the user enters yes in that choice, you can ask the user to enter his name and all this information. Okay, now we stop sharing. Okay, now I'll tell you like how you can basically receive those messages, right? We typed basically we entered yes, and the user asked for enter your name because it received a yes, right? So how do we get this yes? Okay, in our basically mule application, or okay, so let me show you. So the I mean, here comes the role of webhooks. Okay, so subscribe to webhooks to get notification about messages your business receives. So basically, when the user send the message to the business, and you want to get notified of that message, so you will be using the webhook. You need to create webhook for that purpose. Okay, so whenever a trigger event occurs, the WhatsApp business platform sees the event and sends a notification to a webhook URL. So this is how it works. Okay, and I'll not go through like how you can set up. Okay, this is something you can follow this documentation. Okay, so I have written like how you can receive a message. You have to do a lot of steps. Again, there are a lot of steps involved. Like you have to have a kind of a CA sign certificate. Okay, self sign certificates will not work here, so be careful of that. You have to use something CA sign certificate. Okay, to basically create this webhook. Okay, and I think what more. Okay, I'll show you like webhook service. Okay, so if I open that developers.facebook.com again. So you can see webhooks subscribe to changes and receive updates in real time without calling the API. So this webhook will basically pass you the response, and you can subscribe to whatever messages you want. You want to receive the notifications for messages or phone number update. Let's say the user updates his phone number. Do you want to get notified of those messages? So all these things you can get notified. Okay, and subscribe to those. Okay, now looking back to webhooks. Anyway, yeah, I think it's subscription. So here you will configure your webhook URL. I'll show you like where it will show. So you have to create a webhook. Then you will be creating a webhook endpoint. You have to kind of pass that in body. Okay, and all these things you can read out from this URL. And here you can see the webhook URL you have to configure. Okay, which you created. For example, I created this Mule WhatsApp application, right, and slash webhook. You can see this. This is the verify webhook flow. So this is the endpoint slash webhook. Okay, so here it is a get request. Okay, and this is a post request where you will slash webhook post, where you will receive this notifications. Okay, from WhatsApp, whatever the user enters. So now all this you can do. Yeah, so this is all about WhatsApp integration. I think that covers it all. Now I will show you like how you can create a bot. Okay, with a chat GPT bot. So in WhatsApp, with the use of both of these integrations. So before I continue on that, do you have any questions related to chat GPT on WhatsApp integration? Let me know. I'll share the link for this as well. Any questions before I proceed with chat GPT bot? I don't think. Do anyone have any questions, or should I continue? Let me know in the chat, yes or no. Am I audible, right? Yeah, great, going. Okay,
Sure. Yeah.
continue. All right. So now let me show you like like how I created this. Okay, so you will I'll have created this logic. So see, in this web slash webhook, I am getting this messages. Okay, whatever the user enters. Um, so basically, I will get that message in some form. Like let me show you what that type of message will be. Okay, so these are all the kind of notification messages we receive. Okay, when on the web slash webhook. For example, this I entered in WhatsApp. Okay, I mean I replied. Okay, on that number, test number. Okay, so this is the message I received on in the webhook. Okay, like field messages body. In the body, this is the message. So I will pick this up. Okay, I will act on this message. For example, suppose I have created this user bot. So the user entered. Can you let me see what is the question I entered. Give me a second. This number. Yeah, so for example, I will ask like who is Elon Musk in WhatsApp. Okay, so here I will receive this message in the body. Now I will act on this. Basically I will pass this body in the chat GPT API/chat, right? So this is what we will do. Okay, but again, here some problems also occurs, like WhatsApp also sends notification when we read the message, when it is delivered. For example, you can see this is the status message. Okay, this is the contact we receive the message from, like I pass this message. Okay, but here this is the status message, like status read. It will also deliver status read. So we need to avoid this kind of message, okay, in the webhook, because webhook will receive all these messages, status, when it is read, when it is delivered. But we want to act only on these messages, right? We want to do any, we can do, we can build a logic for this as well, like if a user read this message, you can pass another offering of your website. So this is again a business use case, but as of now we don't need these messages, we want to act on these only. So you can see the message is the key thing. I mean the contacts, I think, is the key thing which is different from here. Okay, so I have created a logic that if it contains kind of contacts here inside the value, we will go to the choice. Okay, so I'll show you. Like, we received the message, we converted it into JSON. Okay, we logged it. Okay, just for like checking purpose. Okay, now user input or a status message, is it a user input or a status message? So what are we checking? Like payload dot entry dot changes 0 dot value dot contacts is not equal to null. So I'll show you, like entry is here, right, in the object. See, payload dot entry dot changes, I think, is there, right? um yeah, so changes 0 dot contacts is not equal to null. So if it is not null, matlab, I mean it is not blank, then we are going to chat gpt. Okay, so otherwise we are just logging it. Okay, if I show you, we are just ending webhook flow. Okay, so we are not doing anything for status message. Now we receive the user input. Okay, now what we need to do, we need to, so again, I have created this chat gpt WhatsApp bot. It can do two things. Okay, it can do a lot more things if we make it available. For now I am just created a simple use case, like it will check, like if you are using a text like thing, like let's say who is Elon Musk. Okay, then you need a text information, right? You are not asking for any image. When you will ask like image of Elon Musk, then it will be an image input, right? So based on that, I have also segregated, like sending the request. See, if you are I'll explain, like if you are sending a text mess, I mean if you are asking for a text request, you will send a message at WhatsApp's message, like this one. You can see I have this type will be text, right? uh, if you're needing an image, so you have to respond back with the image, right? So you can see the type is image. Also, if you are asking chat gpt about some chat information, right, textual information, so you have to call the slash chat, right? But if you are asking from chat gpt image information, like generate this image, so it should be an image, right? It should be a slash image. So based on that, we have segregated our choice here. And after forming message for different type of message, WhatsApp messages formats, we have sent this request to WhatsApp API. Okay, so basically I have deployed all these applications different, like ChatGPT one I have showed you. I have deployed ChatGPT API. I have also created ChatGPT API connector for creating an image URL. So this is easy thing, like with all these services available, you can do all that. Okay, so in the documentation everything is mentioned, and in the API documentation you can refer to. And at last we send this WhatsApp message, and a final logger is there, so you can just log it or not. Okay, now I will show you like how this works. Okay, like in the real time how it will look. Okay, let me share it in the other screen, WhatsApp. Okay, so what's the output of this use case? Okay, stop sharing my screen. Okay, I'll share here. Yeah, see, let me see if it's visible. I think it's visible, right? So see, this is the test number we are getting messages from. Okay, this is the, I have saved it. Okay, it's not, yeah, this is the number which was there, right? Now let me type like who is Elon. just a second. Give me a second.
Shubham, are you there? You are talking on mute, I think.
Yes, yes. Just give me a second. Yes, I'm sharing my screen back. Okay, it's just a keyboard glitch. I have it. Okay, I'll use extra keyboard. All right, I'm sharing my screen. All right. So I am asking from this bot like who is Elon? Okay, and I've entered. So you can see that I got the response from that ChatGPT bot from the integration basically we created. Okay, so now I can ask data v write a data view question. Okay, I have written it somewhere. Okay, so I'll not type it. I will not type it because it will take some time. Yeah, so you can see that I wrote this code. Basically, I asked this like, can you write data view code for the following input and output? I pass the input like this is the input and the output. Okay, right, and it gave me basically a generic, I mean, the hard coded kind of answer, which makes sense because I mean because the output is right, the largest number, so it basically gave input. If I can ask like, can you write a dynamic data view code, it may respond, it may not respond particularly, but it kinds of makes sense, right? It gave the response, the correct data view response, right? So you can ask these questions. I have asked a couple of questions like, can you write a dynamic code to find the object with the largest value? So it basically shared me the Python code. If I write data view code, it will share that. Okay. um, Now I will show you like image thing. Okay, like how we are getting the image. Okay, let me type like image earth. Okay, ask image of earth. See, it shared a image of earth, right? So you can ask, suppose you can ask different kind of image, you can ask for different kind of images like image of this with this, like you can create basically what you want to ask with chat gpt, you can ask only it here and you will get this all information only in the chat here. You don't need to go to ChatGPT website and need to search for information, so that you have to enter that URL again and again and ask that information. It should be easier, right? That's why we create apps. So that's all about basically I wanted to explain like how to create a chatbot, WhatsApp chatbot. Okay, any questions? Let me stop sharing.
Anybody have any question? Okay. Suma, I asked one question. Like, do you like? Can you share this code if possible? Like, maybe you can remove all the credentials, or maybe on public GitHub to the people.
Yes,
Like, they
sure,
can
sure.
try.
Yeah, so basically I am writing this article, so it's kind of on a halfway. Let me share that as well. Okay, so it also contains the link for the GitHub repo that I will be sharing my code to. Okay, and again I will be removing my credentials, so you have, it will be a placeholder for you to enter your credentials there. Okay, so I'll place where you have to enter those, replace your values. Okay, so this is the link. Okay, for this WhatsApp chat GPT bot. All right, so it will, I will share the link here only in the repo link. Okay, what else?
I
Yeah,
think
so that's
I think this is like it's a good session. It's an awesome session. So like so people get the idea how we can use the MuleSoft, how we can leverage the MuleSoft, Chat GPT and WhatsApp to create a bot basically. Yeah. So it was a great session. Thanks, Subham. Like for giving the session in the Surat MuleSoft meter. Thank you so much. Like like
thank
and
thank you, Jackie, for inviting me, and Nitish as well.
No problem. Thank you so much. I will invite you more. Don't worry. Okay. So, guys, anybody have any question? Like anybody want to talk on anything? You are feel free to talk. On your achievements or like anything. And you can also tell like how do you like do you like this session? Like, do you have any comment on this session? You are free. Feel free to tell. You know. No one. Okay. Thanks. So, Shubham,